Electricity prices across Australia officially reset on the 1st of July, and the regulator has just locked in the new numbers. For most households, the headline is good news, but the detail buried underneath could quietly cancel out your savings if you do nothing. Here is what actually happened. The Australian Energy Regulator has set the 2026-27 default market offer, which is the cap on what retailers can charge standing offer customers in New South Wales, South East Queensland and South Australia. According to SBS reporting on the AER decision, Victoria's Essential Services Commission has cut its default offer too. Why does this matter? Because the default offer is a maximum price, not the cheapest deal on the market. According to the AER, households who never shop around routinely pay hundreds of dollars more than they need to each year. So even a cut to the cap does not mean you're on a good plan. So who does this affect? And by how much? According to SBS, a typical Nest Dollars time of use household can save up to $211 a year, and South East Queensland time of use bills fall by 10.7%. But it is not all down. The AER notes some South Australian flat rate customers actually face a 1.4% rise, about $33 more a year. Here is the sharpest number from the decision. 10.7% is the maximum cut to residential default prices in South East Queensland, according to the AER's 2026-27 ruling. That is the headline saving, but it is also where the catch starts to bite. Now the catch. According to Solar Quotes, reporting on AER pricing data, network charges are climbing underneath the headline cut, Grid up around 10%, Energex up around 12%, and Endeavour Energy up around 11%. And in Western Australia, the Synergy A1 home plan actually rises 2.75%, meaning some families there pay roughly $32 more a year for the same power. Here is what to do right now. First, find your latest bill and compare your annual cost against the new default market offer benchmark on the AER website. If you are more than $100 above it, call your retailer and ask for their cheapest offer. Second, look at the network share of your bill and trim peak time usage. And if you're in WA, audit your Synergy A1 usage before the 2.75% increase lands. Mark the date. The 1st of July is when the new default offers, the Victorian default offer and the Western Australian Synergy tariffs all take effect. If you wait until after the reset to act, you could spend months overpaying on a plan that no longer reflects the new prices. What happens next? According to the AER, small businesses get even bigger relief, with cuts up to 20.9% in NS dollars and 14% in South East Queensland. And remember, this is an annual cycle. The next default offer decision will reset everything again, so the deal you lock in today is worth revisiting each year. Electricity rules change every single year, and the difference between acting and ignoring it can be over $1,000 across a decade. Subscribe to the fine print and we will keep you across every reset, deadline and rate change so you never overpay by default.